Assalamu alaikum dear students. We are discussing about the main concept of excretion, and in today's class we will be discussing about the process of production of nitrogenous waste substances. Now as we know, we get our nutrition from our food. So food is the main source of nutrition for a living being, for a living organism, especially for heterotrophic living organism, as we are discussing human beings here. So if we chemically observe the composition of food, then it's evident that food is made up of water, carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, nucleic acids and minerals. Now these are the main components of a food. Now I am not including vitamins here. Vitamins are also component of the food. If you see, water is not metabolized in our body. Water is metabolized in plants who are using it for the process of photosynthesis. So we as heterotrophic animals are unable to metabolize water. So we use water. Water is essential for our life, but we cannot metabolize it. Alright. When we see, if we metabolize carbohydrate and lipids, they almost always lead to the production of water plus carbon dioxide. And as we know, both water and carbon dioxide can be evaporated from lungs during the process of breathing. So they both will be removed from our body during the process of breathing. Carbon dioxide when we expire the air from our lungs, and water vapors from the process of evaporation, which is taking place along with the breathing process. So both water and carbon dioxide are excreted through our lungs. Now the problem lies in the metabolism of proteins and nucleic acids. As you know, proteins contain an amino group in their amino acids. So whenever we metabolize this amino group, it almost always lead to the production of ammonia. And ammonia is the main nitrogenous waste product we have. Now, like nucleic acids have nitrogen bases, as you know, purines and pyrimidines. Now both purines and pyrimidines, when metabolized, they lead to the production of nitrogen containing waste substances, especially purines lead to production of uric acid. So uric acid is mainly produced by the metabolism of the purines. Now that's the reason why the patient who are suffering from any condition which lead to accumulation of uric acid in their body, say for example gouty arthritis, the doctors advise them to decrease intake of purines in their diet. Now there are multiple charts on internet are available which tell us about which food contain less purines in them as compared to the other. Anyways, alright. So metabolism of proteins and metabolism of nucleic acid are two main components of our diet which lead to the production of ammonia and nitrogen containing waste like uric acid as we discussed. Now second question arises in our mind that what if these nitrogen bases are not excreted from our body? Why it is essential, why it is necessary to excrete them out from the body? Now this is very important, this is very pertinent. So if due to any reason these nitrogen containing waste products get accumulated in the body, they will lead to the abnormality in cell functions, especially they alter the permeability of membrane. Another effect they produce, so they alter the function of our nervous system. So they are the main reasons that why we need to excrete them out from the body, so we can get rid of the harmful effects produced by the accumulation of nitrogen waste products in our body. So this is all about the production of nitrogen waste. In the coming classes, we will discuss the different types of nitrogen waste one by one in different lectures. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video and share video with your friends so it can help them as well for the preparation of their examination. Take very good care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.